Uttar Pradesh, where the government has ordered a high-level probe into the shooting incident where Atiq Ahmed and his brother were shot on live television. The Chief Minister has also formed a 3-member judicial commission to investigate the incident. Large gatherings, meanwhile, have been banned in all districts of Uttar Pradesh. Atiq Ahmed, though, has around 100 cases lodged against him. This includes murder, attempt to murder, kidnapping, extortion, you name it. He represents the notorious UP phenomenon, the strongman politician, gangster-turned-politician, who are patronized by the party in power. He was a gangster, a former MP, accused in the high-profile BSP MLA Raju Pal killing back in 2005. Here's our ground report.
From Prayagraj, several hundred meters away from the burial ground where Atiq's last rites took place yesterday. Let me show you the kind of police deployment here in Prayagraj. Several senior officials are still on the ground, making sure that the law and order situation is maintained. The internet continues to be suspended in Prayagraj. In fact, the internet suspension was extended by 48 hours today. Earlier, the government had decided to suspend it for 2 days, but given the sensitivity of the situation, the suspension of the internet has been extended. Now remember, the latest as far as the investigation is concerned is that the autopsy report is now out, and that suggests that Atiq took at least 9 bullets and Ashraf at least 5 bullets. Now remember, the most significant and shocking part of the incident is that they were shot from point blank range, and that reveals that the shooters were extremely well trained, and at the same time they had a very sophisticated weapon. And in fact, police sources tell us that the primary focus of their investigation right now is to ascertain their background, and it is to ascertain as to where they actually got that particular pistol that is banned in India. Let me also show you something very interesting. In fact, we have been reporting since yesterday that this particular murder is extremely crucial in the politics of Uttar Pradesh. This is the demolished property of Atiq Ahmed. Now remember, the government had demolished several properties that belonged to Atiq. Here you can see this is Shaista Parveen. Shaista Parveen is Atiq Ahmed's wife. This is her office, and this has been completely demolished by the UP government. This was done several weeks ago. In fact, after the Umesh Pal murder case, the UP government has demolished several of Atiq's properties, his aide's properties. In fact, his fall is extremely significant. Remember, this is the East Prayagraj area where once, the reign of terror of Atiq Ahmed was something that everybody here will tell you about. And now all that is left of Atiq is, a wife who is absconding. Out of his 5 sons, one of them was killed, Asad, who was killed in an encounter in Jhansi. Then 2 of them are in jail, and 2 of them are in a juvenile justice home. In fact, Atiq Ahmed himself had said ki hum to mitti mein mil gaye, and that is something which is evident here as well, given the fact that this is just one of his properties in this particular area of Prayagraj, East Prayagraj. This area was once known as Atiq Ahmed's area, particularly, given the fact that he enjoyed such massive clout even from prison, and now nothing is left of him. He was buried yesterday, his brother was buried yesterday, his son has been killed, 4 of his other sons, 2 are in jail, 2 are in a juvenile justice home. So now, as far as the politics is concerned, the opposition taking on the Yogi Adityanath government. However, they are extremely tight-lipped about this murder. They are saying that the law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh has gone to the dogs, but they aren't really coming on speaking to the media, speaking to reporters. In fact, we reached out to almost every prominent leader in the opposition, and all of them are hesitant to speak about this particular issue, given the fact that he enjoyed such massive political power. The fallout of it is going to be extremely crucial in the coming days as well. As far as Prayagraj is concerned, the 3 shooters are, they've been sent to 14-day judicial custody. Remains to be seen when the police asks for their remand, because their background, their links to any larger group, all those questions still remain. But here in Prayagraj, the situation is that the police are still on the ground, and Atiq's fall is imminent, and Atiq's, not imminent in fact, Atiq's fall is something that is evident here, and that you can see in all these bungalows and these houses and offices that have been demolished by the Uttar Pradesh government. So it was in fact after the Raju Pal murder case, after which of course the Umesh Pal murder case, he was also sent for lifetime imprisonment in the kidnapping case. So, one after the other, big blows to Atiq Ahmed, and of course the Enforcement Directorate had also exposed assets worth 1400 crore, also talking about his shell companies, how he generated black money. So all of those things were exposed, and now Atiq Ahmed is dead, his brother is dead, and his family is also in shambles. In Prayagraj with camera person Pawan Kumar, Vedanta for NDTV.